The fourth mission I will go over takes place in a dreamscape called the High Seas, notably a 3-tiered pirate ship. Our protagonists actually show up in the quarters on the second deck, the middle deck here, but for convenience, I'm just going to go top to bottom. The subconscious in this level are fairly spread out across all 3 decks, and though there is movement between them, it's minimal. The top deck, complete with masts and sails and a crow's nest and a plank and whatnot, is where the pirate captain spends most of her time. The captain, in fact, is Melissa Ward, our target for the level. The top deck is also where the captain's quarters are, which, if so desired, the player could find a way to sneak in and steal Ward's secrets. However, this is not actually the goal of the Dream Thieves. They're being paid to perform something called inception. Instead of actually stealing one of Ward's secrets, their client wants them to give her an idea without knowing it came from him. This is a much riskier move. Once the idea is planted, nobody has any real control over where it goes from there. For our team, it has worked successfully in the past, and it has also been a failure, which is why our forger, Georgia, is not on board with it. While the rest of the team will find a safe place to put the idea, then somehow get Ward to witness it, Georgia will instead go the traditional route and steal something from the captain's quarters. This will raise the difficulty level, since your whole team isn't working together here. The middle deck is where the quarters are, so this is where the Dream Thieves will start out. Also here, along the edges, are where the cannons are. These cannons can, and probably will be, operated. Every 20 minutes spent in this level, another pirate ship will come up and start attacking. Captain Ward and all the subconscious will fend them off. If the player doesn't look like they're helping, everyone else will get suspicious. The player can either take control of one of the cannons, though the spots will fill up quickly, or grab a sword, get to the top deck, and do their best to stay alive. As the chemist, remember, if one of the team is in danger, you can kick them or dive them down to another dream. Battles usually last about 10 minutes, so if you've dodged the draft, so to speak, you have quite a bit of time to operate on your own. As for Harry, the producer, anytime he uses his roll ability, he'll locate the target, Captain Ward, generally on the top deck, and a safe spot to plant the idea, the gallows down below. There are just as many subconscious on the bottom deck as the other two, but there's not as much activity. This is where a lot of them will be resting in between battles. The exception here is the back part, where Ward keeps her prisoners, the gallows. There are 3 guards here, and they'll have to be bribed, distracted, or knocked out in order to go further. Behind them is the room where the prisoners are kept. The prisoners here are special characters. Though they are technically subconscious, they won't react to anything the player does, short of just straight up attacking them. Here is where they plant the idea. The character they're controlling writes the word expand on the back wall. This isn't the end. The player will also have to convince Captain Ward somehow to come down to the gallows and see the idea for herself. This action, or if Georgia steals something from the captain's quarters first, will give the chemist the kick-all prompt to end the mission.